Section 11.6, Translating Sentences into Equations and Solving. Number 1, translate into an equation and solve. A number decreased by 6 equals 15. So we take a variable, I'll call it n, minus 6 equals 15. Instead of the word equals, you may also see the word is. So we have n minus 6 equals 15. To isolate the n or get the n by itself, we have to get rid of the negative 6. We have to do the opposite operation, which is positive 6 or plus 6 to both sides of the equal sign to maintain the balance, and we end up with n equals 21. Number 2, translate and solve. A number increased by 4 equals 12. So this time I chose x. X plus 4 equals 12. To get the x by itself, subtract 4 from both sides of the equal sign, and we end up with x equals 8. Okay, try writing down the following problems and solving them on your own, and then check your answers with the following slides of this video. Number 3, the quotient of a number and 6 is 5. Find the number. Number 4, the product of 2 and a number is 10. Find the number. Number 5, 8 decreased by twice the number is 4. Find the number. Number 6, the sum of 3 times a number and 6 equals 4. Find the number. Number 7, 3 less than the ratio of a number to 7 is 1. Find the number. And number 8, 3 more than 1/2 of a number is 9. Find the number. Okay, number 3 said the quotient of a number in 6 is 5. Find the number. The quotient means division or a fraction, so x over 6 equals, which is 5. Now, the x or whatever variable that you chose and the 6 are being divided. So to get the x by itself or to get rid of the 6, we have to do the opposite operation. The opposite of division is multiplication. We have to multiply by 6 on both sides of the equal sign to maintain the balance, and we end up with x, because those 6's cancel out, it's technically 6 over 1 times x over 6, so the 6 over 6 cancel or become a 1, equals 5 times 6, which is 30. For number 4, we had the product of 2 and a number is 10. Find the number. The word product means to multiply, so we have 2 times whatever letter of the alphabet you want, so 2x equals 10. The 2 and the x are connected through multiplication. So to get the x by itself or to get rid of the 2, we have to do the opposite operation, which is division. Divide both sides of the equation or both sides of the equal sign by 2, and we end up with x equals 5. Number 5 was 8 decreased by twice a number is 4. Find the number. So at this point we have 8 minus 2n equals 4. This is a two-step problem to solve for n, or whatever letter of the alphabet you chose for your variable. We want to get rid of what's least directly connected to the variable. Let's get rid of the 8 first. So the 8 is technically positive, so let's subtract 8 from both sides of the equal sign, and we end up with negative 2n equals negative 4. We have to get rid of the negative 2 by dividing. Don't just divide by 2. You want to divide by negative 2. Get rid of everything except for the letter n or whatever letter you chose itself. And we end up with n equals 2. For number 6, we had the sum of 3 times a number and 6 equals 4. Find the number. So we have 3x plus 6 equals 4. Let's get rid of the 6 first by subtracting it from both sides of the equal sign. We end up with 3x equals negative 2. Then let's divide both sides of the equal sign by 3. So our final answer is x equals negative 2/3. Number 7 was 3 less than the ratio of a number to 7 is 1. So this is essentially a subtraction problem because it says 3 less than the ratio. Remember, the phrase less than means to switch the order. So really that 3 comes after the subtraction symbol. And the word ratio means a fraction or a division. So it's going to be the ratio of a number in 7 minus 3 is or equals 1. Okay, now we can solve. The first step is to get rid of the 3 on the left-hand side of the equation. So we're going to add 3 to both sides of the equal sign, and we end up with n over 7 equals 4. Now, the n and 7 are connected through division, so to get n by itself, we multiply by 7. Multiply both sides of the equal sign by 7, and we end up with n equals 28. Number 8 was 3 more than 1/2 of a number is 9. Again, we have the phrase more than, which means to switch the order of the numbers. So the 3 comes after the plus sign. 1/2 of a number is 1/2 times whatever letter you want. I chose x. So 1/2 times x, or 1/2 x plus 3 equals or is 9. Step 1 is to get rid of the 3, so subtract 3 from both sides of the equal sign, so we now have 1/2 x equals 6. When you have a fraction attached to x through multiplication, you want to multiply both sides of the equal sign by the reciprocal of the coefficient. The reciprocal of 1 over 2 is 2 over 1. So we're going to multiply both sides of the equal sign by 2 over 1 so that on the left-hand side, the 1/2 and the 2 over 1 cancel each other out. So we're left with x equals 6 times 2, which is 12. The last part of this section I want to cover is an application problem or a word problem. The sale price of a baseball jersey is $38.95. This amount, which is $38.95, is $11 less than the regular price. Find the regular price. Let's set up an equation based on the given information. We're going to take $38.95 and set it equal to $11 less than the regular price. So we'll call it R minus 11. To get the R, which is the regular price by itself, let's add 11 to both sides of the equal sign. And we end up with a value of $49.95 as our regular price.